Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau making a visit to Mar-a-Lago to have dinner with President-elect Trump. There's a nice photo op there. The two said to have talked for 3 hours. One of the big issues of the night, proposed tariffs on foreign nations doing business with the U.S. President Trump also threatening 25% tariffs on Canada, Mexico, and another 10% on China. NewsNation campaign reporter Libbey is live in West Palm Beach, Florida. Libbey, President-elect Trump posting on Truth Social that the meeting with Trudeau was, quote, very productive, pointing to a discussion on the drug war, the border crisis, but not necessarily talking about the tariffs in this post. What do we know?
A lengthy dinner last night, Adrienne. That's what we know. And we are learning more about what was discussed in a statement from President-elect Trump, where he said the two discussed trade as well as illegal immigration. Now, in that statement, quoting him, he says, Prime Minister Trudeau has made a commitment to work with us to end this terrible devastation of U.S. families. We also spoke about many other important topics like energy, trade, and the Arctic. Ending the quote there. A lot of mention of trade, but not specifically the word tariff, Adrienne. But tariffs are why Prime Minister Trudeau traveled all the way from Canada down here to Mar-a-Lago to have dinner with the president-elect, because the president-elect was proposing a 25% tariff on Canadian goods being imported here into the U.S. And we're not seeing Trump change his ways on that. We're not seeing him change course or pull back on that 25% tariff in that whole entire statement, just focusing on the word trade there. So certainly a lot to watch. And it wasn't just the two of them there at dinner last night. It was also 3 of Trump's cabinet picks, as well as 1 senator-elect from Pennsylvania. Adrienne?
Another question I wanted to ask you about in relation to foreign relations. President-elect Trump announcing Charles Kushner, Jared Kushner's father, as the nominee for the U.S. ambassador to France. What are we hearing about that?
Yeah, just the latest appointment here from Mar-a-Lago, Adrienne. It is Charles Kushner, who is Jared Kushner's father. Jared Kushner, of course, is Trump's son-in-law. And what we know now is Trump pardoned Charles Kushner back during his first presidency for a crime committed in 2005, where it was illegal tax evasion as well as illegal campaign donations. Now, Trump says Kushner will be a, quote, strong advocate for the U.S. But as I mentioned, you know, that former crime that was committed, as well as these familial ties. It might be tough for Kushner here during these Senate confirmation processes, and he'll definitely face questions about the ties to Trump himself and his family. Adrienne?
Yeah, reportedly this gentleman was convicted of preparing a false tax return, retaliating against a cooperating witness, and making false statements to the FEC back in 2005. So we'll see if this comes back to haunt him all these years later. Thank you so much, Libbey Dean. We appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.